Hello everyone. So this is a very short video today. There is just so much happening in the twin flame community right now that I wanted to share one other way that healing is taking place that most of us are not even aware of. Because the divine feminines have been using healing methodologies for so many years. They know the methods, they don't know the techniques. They're more used to, when they feel their emotions, to find an outlet for it, to speak to a friend, to do some energy psychology work, to do some healing work on it and clear it out. Whereas with the divine masculines, because men are conditioned to ignore their emotions most of the time, they don't know how to process these heavy emotions that are coming up for them. So they're at a loss. So that's why a lot of twin flame runners are just running. So it's not to take it personally, but just to recognize that the heaviness of unfelt emotions in the heart, it's so big for them. It's just so much for them to handle. It's like a bomb. So what's happening is, how spirit is dealing with it is, there's a lot of non-physical realms that are working overtime, through the night in their dream state. So I am conscious that in his dream state, my twin flame has come to me and spoken to me, and I know that it's nighttime over there, and I'm being guided that it's in his dream state. So it's not something that's happening consciously, but the change is happening within them. So it's kind of like it's happening on the higher level, the 5D level. You may be conscious of it if you're a divine feminine, but the divine masculine may not be conscious that they've actually conversed with you in dream state, and that is actually how healing is taking place. I'm just getting a confirmation because I don't know if I can turn the video around, but I just saw a butterfly landing on the flowers here. This is a drumstick tree. Just give me a second, I'll see if see, it's still there. So butterflies are symbols of transformation, and you can see the monarch butterfly right there with the flowers. Just giving us a confirmation that this transformation is in fact taking place, So I just wanted to pass on that information. And then there was a channel that I watched just now, and on my Quora blog, Dayawanti Anandani D'Sa, I have a blog that says Twin Flames Current Energies, so I posted her video there, and I think her name shows up as Guided by Angels, and she's saying that there's a 48-hour period, the last night and then again tonight. And what's happening is the Dragon Kingdom is working tonight, and it's the first time I've heard of anything like this, but I do know that my power animal and my twin flames power animal is dragon. So that's good energy for me. That's good for me to know, And so apparently they're going to come and clear away things that are causing, gaps. Things like age gaps, religious gaps, culture gaps, different country gaps, so many different things that are causing twin flames to be apart. So they're going to be working on some of those issues and helping pull out some of the outdated belief systems that are causing all the separation, So they're going to be working apparently on 2D, on 3D, 4D, 5D, whatever level they need to work at. So apparently there's a whole multitude of different varieties of dragons. I didn't even know that. Some fire dragon, earth dragon, I don't know, sea dragon. There are different kinds of dragons. Okay, so there's going to be a ton of healing taking place for, I think, the remaining 24 hours. But there is a massive, massive, massive shift. It's like the divine masculines are having huge shifts happening within them. They're finally beginning to recognize that this is a connection that they cannot ignore, and that this is a connection that they're beginning to understand. It's a divine connection, and they're also feeling like they had no choice. So it's kind of like it's being forced on them. And we may have felt like that at one point in time when we felt the divine masculines were not responding to us in the way that we wanted, you know. And so what's happened in the collective is the divine feminines have kind of turned their backs on the masculines and said, okay, you do your own thing. I'm going to go live my life and be happy. And by doing that, the divine feminines actually triggered the masculines to start paying attention to them just by turning away. So it was a powerful, helpful move for the union, you know. And now what's happening is we are totally being helped by spirit, because the divine masculines don't have the same way of processing that we do, the divine feminines do. They are being helped in their dream state. They're being helped in other ways, that so that some of the stuff that's getting in the way of them understanding what this connection really is, of them understanding that this is a divine connection, this is something that they agreed to do, and that one soul was split up into the divine masculine, divine feminine, and that they agreed to take on a template of healing some lower vibration template, you know. So it's all going to work out. So stay in a hopeful state. Divine feminine is being asked to stay in a positive state. Don't give up on the connection. You know, be happy, do your own thing, make your life move forward. Make whatever makes you happy. You know, keep putting your energy into that. Stay happy, whether it's your work or hobbies or whatever the case may be. Stay happy, but don't give up on this connection, because it's just at the point where it's going to pivot. It's going to turn around. And it's funny, it's kind of like the divine masculines are turning around towards the feminine, and it's almost like the feminine has their back to them at this point in time. So it's literally as if the roles are reversed. Anyway, just know that it's coming, and reunions are definitely up for happening. At least communication, if it hasn't already come through, will be coming through soon. And if it's not coming through at the 3D level, you know, you're not actually getting messages by text or whatever, it's going to come through in a different way. Perhaps it'll come through in your dream state, or perhaps it will come through at 5D, you know, but you are going to get some kind of communication on some level, because the energy for communication is very strong. The energy for communication is very strong at this time, but it's just a question of the divine masculine needing a little more time to process. And keep in mind, he's hardly getting any time to process. He or she, you know, whichever. He's hardly getting any time to process. So pretty, the flowers. I just wanted to show you something beautiful and positive. So just be patient, you know, things are going to manifest. Oh my God, the kid's having so much fun. Oh, that's what it is. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, well, that's what it's about. They're asking you to stay in that state of happiness and stay in that state of fun and stay happy. So keep your hopes up and be open to the way in which the communication is going to come. It may be very unusual. I mean, for me it was. Yesterday I felt my divine masculine in, he was in Dreamstate, but the conversation was very sincere. Very, very sincere. So just receive it any way that it comes. However small the token of connection is, take it up, because they are having a very, very, very difficult time. They are doing it, the healing work, 10 times as fast or maybe even more as we have done it. So give them credit for what they're going through. Give them credit for the fact their hearts are not yet opened, so they don't know how to process. You know, when you shoved a lot of things under the rug, even when love comes in, you can't process the love, because under the love is all the other emotions that were shoved in and that haven't yet been processed. So have mercy and compassion. My name, Dayawanti, means mercy, compassion, and grace, you know. And Divine Feminines, open up your higher heart chakra, you know, so that you can have understanding. And you are being guided to lead, because that's what you signed up for. You essentially signed up to lead the twin flame unit to union. So that means the Divine Feminine not giving up. It really means that it's up to you not to give up. It's up to you to have an understanding of what is happening in the union, have an overall perspective, open up your soul star chakra, which is up here, which you share with your divine masculine. Open up your higher heart, which is kind of between the throat and the heart chakra, the higher heart chakra. And that will help you to have more compassion. If you need more compassion to understand your journey, you're having a very, very difficult time, then call on some of the angels and ascended masters. I know the ones that work to some extent on compassion are masters like Mother Mary, masters like Kuan Yin, Mary Magdalene, White Tara. Some of these are the ones that can help with that, you know. So you of course also have your own overlighting angel, and 10 of Cups Ministries has a free activation on YouTube to help you find out who your angels are, so you can get helped by them. And they also have an activation called what is it called? Outdated soul contracts, clearing outdated soul contracts. And that one, you actually go and clear them up, and you make the changes in the Akashic records. Now, when you're making those changes, you connect with what's called the overlighting angel. The overlighting angel for your twin flame unit. So every twin flame unit has an overlighting angel, okay? So you'll meet the overlighting angel. Oh my gosh, new orchids coming out. I didn't even see that. Wow. So beautiful. Thank you, God. I love gardening. Okay, so connect with your specific overlighting angel. Find out who your overlighting angel is, okay? Because your overlighting angel can help you through moments of your deep despair, through moments when you want to give up, through moments of no communication, through moments of separation. These unions are going to happen, folks. They are. You need to keep your spirits up. You need to keep your hopes up. You need to have faith, and you need to have trust. And I don't know, whatever you use works for you. Go ahead and use that. I found the activations from 10 of Cups Ministries are helpful to me. And I also do what's called clearing heart wall. So if any of you would like help with that, I use emotion codes. And your heart wall can sometimes be like 80 feet, 50 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, 70 feet, whatever it is. And you test to see what emotions are in the heart wall. And guys, half the time, the emotions are not even our own. They belong to our ancestors. So it's a lot of BS from our ancestors we've just inherited. Sorry, we just got to get rid of it. We don't need to pass this on to future generations, so we can clear it out. We can clear it out. Once we make our heart wall zero, we come to that place of unconditional love so easily. It's very much easier for ourselves, for our twin flames, for other people on the planet, you know. You even begin to understand from a bigger perspective. Ego to Heart. Pamela Cribb has written an article called Ego to Heart in 4 parts. So she says, you can even, she's channeling Yeshua. She says, you can even understand why murderers and rapists and, you know, people like that do the things they do. They do it out of fear. And you have to learn to have compassion for every different emotion inside you. You know, start having compassion for your fear. Start having compassion for your anger. Start having compassion for your pride, for your judgment, for all the different emotions you feel inside you. As you start loving those emotions, you'll start healing them, because they're just your inner children and you need to take care of them. So keep your hopes up. Know that things are being worked upon by numbers of subtle realms that we don't even know anything about. I mean, dragons, unicorns, angels, whatnot. I was told the angels are stepping back to let the dragons work tonight. I don't even know what that means. Whatever it is, it's being worked on. I'm recording. It's being worked on. So have hope, and things are going to work out. Okay, and if anybody wants to contact me, my contact details are in the description box below. And if this video resonated with you, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I would be very happy to work with you to clear your heart wall and to do any other work. I'm a naturopath, so you need to do nutritional healing work or any other kind of work. We can address the issues. If you have allergies, if you have other things that are bothering you, we can address some of those issues. Okay, so all the best, and infinite blessings to all of you on your twin flame journey. Infinite love. Thank you. Thank you for listening.